Welcome back to your weather forecast. Here we are, live look right now from the Pink Shell Tower camera. We are looking out across the Gulf of Mexico. How picture perfect is that, my friends? There we are on the horizon, Sanibel. Honestly, it's looking like a really nice evening to spend some time maybe at the beach and take advantage of what is a quieter evening, not something that we see much of this time of year here across Southwest Florida. Speaking of storms, let's take a closer look. Most of us dealt with the wet weather earlier in the day, but still we do have some thunderstorms farther inland, so from Clewiston very far off toward the east, so far eastern Hendry, far eastern Collier. That's what those thunderstorms are the most vigorous at this point. Basically, the two sea breezes have collided in this particular area. This interior part, something to be expected this time of year as well. Meanwhile, across the rest of Collier, Lee County, into really Charlotte at this point, things are quiet. That little shower we were watching for you over Charlotte Harbor, that has since fizzled out. We have a couple of sprinkles right now over Northport. Otherwise, it's looking like a pretty decent evening. Now, here's something that's interesting. High temperatures today, which apparently I match, 89 degrees in Fort Myers. That's only the second day this month that we hit a high of 89. Otherwise, we've been in the 90s, low to mid 90s for the rest of September. So 89, and that's because we had the clouds come in early. We had that onshore flow in the morning, and you might have noticed if you live in the Fort Myers area that we had those showers and storms a bit earlier in the day. Meanwhile, locations like Immokalee and LaBelle, a bit hotter with those shower and storm chances much later in the day. Now, factor in that humidity. It's still feeling like the triple digits outside. 100 degrees right now in Fort Myers, 101 currently in Cape Coral. So certainly a hot and muggy evening. Tomorrow's highs overall will be similar. Upper 80s, lower 90s. The average for this time of year is 90 degrees, and I'm expecting a similar high really as we wrap up the rest of this week. So let's take a closer look now, talk a little bit about our rain probabilities heading into tomorrow. Possibility for an isolated rain shower between now and say 10 o'clock, otherwise overnight into tomorrow morning. Quiet start expected, partly cloudy to mostly sunny. Quiet the first half of the day. After 2 p.m. Stay weather aware, stay vigilant. That's when those showers and storms will be initializing, firing up across some of our most populated areas. So keep that in mind. 2 p.m. onward tomorrow looks to be the best timeline. Those storms then move farther inland as we progress later into the evening. But once that sea breeze dies down, we could see some of that energy drift back toward the coastline. So that's something we're going to be watching for you. We do have the threat for excessive rainfall. That's going to be my concern the next couple of days. All it takes is one big downpour and you have a quick 1 to 4 inches of rain. That, of course, could lead to some isolated flooding concerns, especially considering just how saturated the ground already is. As for the tropics, thankfully nothing named to watch for you, but we are closely watching this wave here. 40% probability of further formation over the next 5 days, so closer toward the weekend as it works its way toward the Windward Islands. Otherwise, this little wave here doesn't hold much hope at this point. Looks like it will be encountering unfavorable conditions for further formation. Boaters tomorrow, easterly wind in the morning becoming southwesterly in the afternoon, 5 to 10 knots, Gulf seas a foot or less. And your 7-day forecast showing off more of the same. Stay weather aware with afternoon highs close to 89 and 90 degrees.